What is going on, everybody? As you can see, have I got a sexy guest here on the show. But let me get through a bit of introductions before I get into this big fella that has joined me from the other side of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling podcast in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and of course I am your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm, 80 to 95 kilo, third place amateur. The most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. I'll tell you there, but just quickly, guys, a few people that are helping out the channel. We're talking about here, Old School. As you see, they're one of the main sponsors over there at East versus West. So that's to give the Aussie Arm Wrestler a bit of a call up and go, oi, let's rock and roll, mate. Let's get you on board. So code word, BANG, will get you 15% off. And, of course, Aussie Arm Wrestler gets a little bit of a kickback. And then, of course, my YouTube, Patreon bangers. For as little as 50 cents a week, you can help out the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And this will, all this money goes straight back into the channel, whether it's airfares or equipment. You got to understand that all you dead set legends are really good at helping out. As you can see, the list just goes on. And speaking of the list just going on, my man here, European champion, Latvian champion, the man is even a world champion, 2018 World Cup winner. And what he has done is taken a big shit on my country that is Australia. But I do love him. He is a very good man. You may know him as the Latvian Wonder. He is now known as Panzer. I'm talking about Sandris Sedis. Sandris, welcome to the show finally.
Finally, we made it.
We got there. What has been going on, my man?
Not much. Just resting after East versus West. Taking some time off. Not too much. Still was training, but a little bit lighter and not that active. Been preparing for nationals this Saturday. So yeah, didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but I did some overall stuff. Nothing too serious. So just trying to stay healthy and recover basically.
Stay healthy. Wow. It didn't look like, as much as I love Lachlan, it didn't look like you worked too hard there against my boy Lachlan.
Still felt some tightness in my ankle after the match in my back for sure. I don't know where that came from, but yeah.
That's all right. We'll get to that match with my man Lockie in a minute. Guys, can we all give Sandris a ready bang? Alpha Kangal has just jumped in and he says, greetings from Bulgaria to Latvians number one arm wrestler. That is right. Look at that. How big is that? That is massive. How much are you weighing, Sandris?
I actually dropped some weight. 115 maybe now.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all?
That's it, yeah.
Shit.
All my mass is in the arms. All my mass is in the arms.
Wow.
And upper body.
6'4", and only 115 kilos. You are a monster.
Tiny.
Bloody hell, that amazes me. Shane Carey says he's such a monster. He's not held in high enough regard in the world comp. Don't worry about it, Shane. We've got him on the Aussie Arm Wrestler podcast, so his rankings on the world stage will skyrocket. By the end of this podcast, he'll be number one in the world. We got it. White Wolf comes in with a ready fang. Dan John says to turn over the anvil like that was super impressive. Everyone's coming in. Left-handed stand with a ready bang. Devon's forearm with a ready bang. Boone Benny, he's just going to say he's going to be 200 kilos soon. Wow. You never know with this guy. My man, Rob, has just jumped in with a ready bang as people start coming in to the chat. Everyone's being awesome. White Wolf says the popularity about a skyrocket for Sandris. Absolutely. Now, I only ask the hard-hitting questions, mate. The hard-hitting questions.
Of course.
You were the Latvian Wonder, and you've even told me off for calling you the Latvian Wonder. It is now Panzer.
Yeah.
Why the change in the nickname?
I don't know. Seems kind of silly now.
But the Latvian Wonder, so I think it still works. But why Panzer? What is Panzer?
I don't know. Ray called me a tank in one competition, so I kind of liked it, and it stuck.
So Panzer means tank.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm down with that. Absolutely. You are a tank. Okay. Panzer it is, everyone.
It's in
Settle
German, but I like Panzer better than tank.
Oh, either way, they are both good. So what will happen, guys, if you happen to head over to Sandris's YouTube and call him the Latvian Wonder, he will crush your skull.
I will
As
block
simple
you.
Everyone's there. Phil Woody jumps in and he says, love a good ready bang every morning and night. Dib has jumped in. He goes, his training seems very professional. How many times a day does he train? His form is looking strong. AF. Now, I don't talk too much about training on the channel because it's the same questions on every podcast. But let's answer a Dib's question. What is your training situation like?
So I usually train around 3 to 5 times a week. When I'm preparing, 5 times a week. When I'm not preparing, 3 times a week, maybe a little bit more sometimes, but usually once a day. Workout 2-3 hours a day, and that's pretty much it.
What about table time? How much table time do you have?
Well, I'll try to get at least once a week, but sometimes guys are not available. So, but I also try to go to Riga like once a month to practice with all the legends.
Yeah, well, geez, Latvia. I'll tell you what. As a country, you guys are definitely climbing the world ranks. You've got, I mean, Raymond Antonocic, Vlad the Destroyer, yourself, Ray, Giannis, and there's plenty more superstars over there.
Based on population, we're like right up there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How many people are in Latvia?
Like 1.8 million.
Oh, and I would pin them all. I would pin every one of you. But you're all too scared to face the Aussie arm wrestler. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll work it out. Dominic Lorenz has jumped in. And he's just saying morning all because it is 6 a.m. here in Australia. Everyone is up and about. Aiden Hobgood says, Sandris is one of my absolute heroes. The Latvians are super impressive. My favorite arm wrestlers to follow. Now, how does that feel? Because there's a couple of things I want to know about how this feels. How does it feel when someone jumps in and says, you're my hero? How does that feel?
I don't know. I didn't think about it that much. Just happy for support. Happy that I can help some people, maybe get better, maybe with some training ideas or stuff like that. But I don't think about like I'm a big deal or something. Just I do my thing. Train hard, and hopefully at the end of the day I win.
Well, the training has definitely paid off. Swedish Arm Wrestling TV in the house says one of my favorite Latvian pullers and my favorite Aussie. Hope you're well, brothers. You versus Matt will be epic to watch. Ready, bang. From my man, Criggy, over there. Criggy's a really good dude. Go over to Swedish Arm Wrestling Television. Subscribe to that guy. He is killing it because he's just a real good dude. Now, let's jump straight into it. 2018, Zloty Tour World Cup winner. I'm always fascinated because you've been in the sport for about 9 years. When you are standing up there and they tell you that you're a world champion, you're a World Cup winner, mate, how does that feel? How does that feel?
Yeah, that tournament was crazy, and obviously felt felt pretty great. I couldn't really believe it. What I have done or what has happened. So it was amazing.
I can only imagine because when you're there and the national anthems playing and you're above everyone, it just would have, because as we all know, Zlotty's probably the greatest tournament in the world. How many people were in the class?
I don't remember, but something like close to 20, maybe 20 people. And actually, I was in a terrible shape coming in. Like my yeah, true. Because
Oh wow!
because I was coming from Worlds, my first Worlds, where I finished 10th, and no real preparation. I got sick, I think, like 3 weeks before. So, and my right elbow was like really hurting, inner elbow, and I didn't know, how it will go. So I put my hopes on the left arm, but it turned out otherwise.
Yeah. So when it comes to being a world champion, what continues the motivation? Because you've got to the top, World Cup winner. I mean, you're multi-time European champion. You dominate Latvia. You're going to dominate Latvia on the weekend. What is the drive? What is the motivation when you've hit top of the world?
Well, not the top of the world, but getting there, getting close, and that's one part of the motivation. And the other part is just the love for the sport, love for the training. I just love doing it, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else than arm sling. Like I don't know what I would be doing if not arm sling.
That'd be very very interesting. I always wonder that with the top guys. It would be unreal. So then, World Cup winner. Now you don't really come onto the scene. People don't really notice. And when I mean notice you, I mean more on a global stage. Obviously, European pullers knew who you were, but it didn't take until probably Reality Check, Arm Wars Reality Check. You had a real fun match with UK champion Lee Webber. Now, was that match pre-planned for Reality Check, or because it was an absolute mess? Like people couldn't fly into the country. It took people sometimes 3 days to fly into there. Was your match already planned, or was it like, Sandris, you're here. Can you pull this guy?
Yeah, it was pretty rough because like Bulgarians didn't know if they were coming until the last minute, and Kaspars got called up, so he had to fly like day before, and it just because of COVID and stuff, it was just a big mess. But at the end, it worked out pretty well, I think, and I had planned a match with Jordan Tsonev from Bulgaria, but
Yeah.
he couldn't come at the end. So yeah, I just went there. Didn't know if gonna have a match or not. I just kind of just hang around behind stage, backstage, and just watching the event and enjoying myself. And then just Neil like says, you're pulling that guy in 5 minutes. So be ready. I'm just okay, whatever. But yeah, we pulled. It was a lot of fun. Did my thing. Yeah, it was amazing event. Massive crowd, like couple thousand people just watching a big stage. It was awesome. And obviously in the Arnold Sports Festival as well. Just millions of people.
Yeah, because that was going to be my next question. Like, for those that haven't seen, go check out not East versus West. We'll get to that in a minute. Go check out Arm Wars Reality Check with Sandris's match. And when he turns after he wins his final round and turns to the crowd, you can see thousands of people watching your match, Sandris. What does that feel like? Thousands of people are watching.
I don't know. Obviously, it feels great, but in a match, you really don't think about it. You don't see anyone really. You don't hear anything. Just especially when you're in your zone and dialed in. So yeah, but after the match, just saw the crowd. It was a massive event. It was amazing.
Oh, it looked unreal. And someone jumped in there and says, you might know this bloke, the Reacher, Jordan Davis, in the chat says, hello, my fellow Ironhouse chef. You flash fried Chance and roasted Lachlan. What's your next culinary act on the table? Well, I was going to ask that a little bit later on, but let's talk about it now. So after your next East versus West, what have you got planned afterwards?
After the next
After
event?
that mask.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably gonna take a couple of weeks rest.
Levan? Is it Levan? Are you booked against Levan? Are you pulling Levan next? Are you the savior?
Maybe
yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it, Sandris. Who are you going to take on?
Or maybe in 5 years. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to USA in December. Maybe, not sure yet. That would be cool.
I see what's going on here. I see. Well, hopefully a match is organised then. That would be unreal. That would be awesome if you can get over to the US and conquer those guys. Boone Betty says, from all the organisations Sandris has pulled, which one is his favourite?
Good question. I don't know. I like all of them, but they are very different. If you want like the most serious like competition and like the highest level of competitors, definitely VAF. Like no question. If you want to have a bit of fun and stuff like that, definitely Armors, I would say, and East versus West, also a lot of fun to meet all the legends. So that's like an all-star game, East versus West, just like in NBA all-star game. If you want to meet all the legends, East versus West is the place to go. So I don't know. I like all of them.
Yeah, nice. Absolutely. It's going to hopefully I could be at the next East versus West. Now, with all that, Arm Wars, that match against Lee, and then you took on Mindauskas at the last one.
Mindaugas.
Yeah, were you surprised at all by his power? Because he took the first round off you. What, were you just wanting to go into a hook and then you were just going to smash him with the top roll? But were you surprised of his power?
He was actually pretty strong. I was surprised about his hand size because his hand was massive, thick, very uncomfortable, and I didn't know if I will be able to go through that. And at that first start, I don't know what I was doing, kind of fell asleep, and he just pinned me to the side. I think I wanted to go in a hook at the first round, but just miscalculated my actions and lost that round. And after that, just turned it on and managed to secure a victory.
Oh, absolutely, you did. What is the atmosphere of Ironhouse like? What's it like just being in there and all these people just wanting to rip each other's arms off, and you've all got to live there for a couple of days? What's Ironhouse like?
No, it's not like that. Nobody wants to rip arms off. Not until the fight, but until that, yeah, until that, just super fun, just like a huge big family. Just all the guys are very supportive. The camaraderie is great, uh, cooking breakfast for each another and stuff like that, eating together, making jokes. It's just awesome atmosphere to be in, just like a big family. Yeah, great.
Yeah, it looks like so much fun. It looks like so much fun. My man, White Wolf in the chat, something I want to talk about also, says, ask Sandris if he's had the chance to train or pull with Devon.
No, unfortunately, I haven't pulled Devon, but he has been close. He has been in Norway, I think, where I couldn't go, and some other places, but no, I haven't pulled Devon. Definitely would like to do that someday.
Well, there was rumours floating around. So in the rumours, Sandris, can you help us out here? Heard that you were supposed to pull Devon at Arm Wars with a bit of left arm action. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I was about to go to Armors and pull Devon, maybe Devon, or if not, then some Danish heavyweight champion Daniel, I think his name was. Uh, yeah, so at first I want to go, of course, but you have to live there for like 8 days, I think, and I really need to prepare for these worlds in October. So like there's already like only 8 weeks left of prep. So which couple last weeks you have to recover, and to take out 8 days of that, you could probably train there, but I know after all the matches and after pulls I would be so smashed. I would need to recover for like 2 weeks, and yeah, just at the last minute, I told to Neil that I unfortunately was not going. Have to prepare for Worlds. Gonna try win it this year. And that's more important at this point. And you know, Armors will be there. Maybe next time. But I'm getting very busy this year. Very busy. Like been pulling every month almost, training nonstop, and you can't go everywhere. It's up to the point where you gotta make the right decisions for you and for yourself. And yeah, unfortunately, was not able to go, but I will be supporting all the guys. Will be definitely waiting for all the movies to come out, watching the live show maybe. So yeah, still gonna be dialed in with everything, but just not gonna be there.
So will there be another date set for you and Devon on the left arm?
What?
Will there be another date, another time? Has there been talks about you and Devon on the left arm because you're not doing it at this Arm Wars? Has there been a date set, or will you guys just organise it when you have time?
No, nothing is set, but I talked to Devon and he was like gonna take some time off of armsling, do some other stuff, and he said he'll be back in a few months and to training and probably competing as well. But at this time, like for 4 months, he will just do focus on some other stuff.
There you go.
So
Well, bloody hell.
maybe next year we'll get a chance. Who knows?
No, we want it this week. Don't worry about next year. We want it this week. Come on, Sandris, help us out there.
That'll be tough.
That'd be good. Enet Live is in the chat. He's saying, my man, Enet Live. Awesome at live streaming. Awesome at live streaming, this bloke. If you've got a tournament, get on there. What else is happening? Spermies is saying he was late, but he says, ready, bang. The schmo is at work, but I couldn't miss this. The man who put Australia 10 years back in arm wrestling again. All jokes aside, the chef is awesome, and so is Lockie. Sasquatch in the house, which is awesome. It says hello, usual suspects in the house, and he gives us a ready bang. Adam wants to know, Sandris, what do you do for work? Is the chef name true?
Well, I do cook in my free time. I enjoy that, but that's not what I do. Obviously, I'm arm wrestling coach as well, and I am actually a sport event organizer here locally in my local municipality. So yeah, that's what I do. Organize different events. Manage our sports teams local that compete in area championships. So yeah, easy stuff. Easy stuff.
Yeah, beautiful. That's what we want. James Statham, Arm Wars director in the house. He says, see you in January, brother, as world champ. We'll get to some of these questions. Some more questions a little bit later. We've got here, Sandris is a beast, says Trey Sood. Evening all. Hope everyone is well from Dunja Master Arm Wrestling. What else have we got? Jake is pulling in such great guests. Sandris is a beast, which is awesome. Later on, guys, with your real, I've been seeing some awesome detailed questions. If you can ask them towards the end of the chat, guys, and we'll try and make sure Sandris answers them all. Sandris, you love hating other countries because what happens is a country will talk about, oh my God, this guy's awesome. He's going to be on the international stage. So then we'll put him against Sandris. Sandris crushes him. Then another country pops up. Sandris, we've got this guy. It's going to be the next best thing. We need on the world stage. And you crush him. And you've done that twice now at East versus West. The first one was against Chance Shaw. Now, you came out, and he was very impressive against Zurab at the last East versus West. But when you came up against Chance, how did you feel when gripping up with him?
Felt pretty good, but also his hand is just very big, very uncomfortable, very thick. But and I wasn't sure, what to do. So at first tried hooking, that didn't work. Then went outside and tried to control his pronator, and that worked very well. But Chance is very strong, and there's a bright future ahead of him for sure. Just he just tries to jump too many levels at the start.
Oh,
Trying to take the exam without studying much. So
love it,
yeah,
absolutely love it. So was it Chance that asked for that match, or does Engen just ring you and say, Sandris, I've got a match here for you if you want it?
I think Engen was it. Asked me if I would love to pull Chance, and yeah, why not? Yeah, I don't think if I asked for it, I don't really remember. I think it was Engen.
Yeah. Okay. And then you just dominated him 3-0. You just did it quite easily. Just snapping wrists back.
It looked easier than it was actually.
I'm sure it was. Chance is one tough nut, as we all saw at the last East versus West when he beat Zurab. So that was interesting. And then you I think a lot of us were surprised. I knew he would do well. I didn't think he would win. And I messaged Chance straight after. I was like, man, shit. Oh, what a win. But a lot of us thought Zurab would win.
Yeah, because against Ron, he didn't look that great. Hand didn't look solid, but against Zurab, Zurab is just too small for him, and it was hard to do anything or contain Chance's wrist. So he just went right over him, and yeah, he did great. Zurab is super strong, and hats off to Chance. Finally a victory.
There you go. Spermies wants you to come back to Canada. And I saw before, my man is, where was it? Someone wants to go to Canada, and then Dominic. Where Dominic? Dominic wants you to come to Australia. It's all happening. When are you going to come to Australia and apologise?
I don't know. Maybe in a few years. Hopefully
It
soon.
would be awesome if all you guys came over, because even though you guys crushed us, I just feel there's a fun bond between Australia and Latvia. Giannis has been over before, and he was great. I got to meet Giannis, and that was pretty cool. So it'd be awesome if a lot of you guys would pop on over. But then, oh man, I thought we got along, Sandris. I thought we had a great relationship. Why did you have to do my man Lachlan like that? Why?
Just talk too much trash, Talk too much trash.
You don't like the trash talk?
No, I'm okay with it if you can back it up. You have some achievements. You have been places and have pulled some best of the best guys in the world. But yeah, when you're just how you say try to hype it up with your YouTube presence, it's not really what I like too much. So
Yeah.
I was very motivated to make it look very easy, and to be honest, it was pretty easy.
Well, yeah, you did say that after round one, which we'll get to. We'll get to in a minute. Benji Mac in the house says ready bang. Aiden wants you to he's putting his vote in for Sandris to come to Canada. James Statham knows what's up. We need Arm Wars Australia, which is good.
Awesome.
Oh, it'd be unreal. Fox April says, Jake, I bet you say to Sandris your number one fan is in the chat. He knows it's me. There you go. My man, Hollywood Matt Connolly says, g'day, Jake. Hope the show goes well, mate. He's always on night shift. Really good guy. Hollywood Matt Connolly. What else have we got? Everyone's just saying hi to each other in the chat, which is good. Beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, Coach Ray slapped you after round one. Gave you a bit of a love tap on the cheek. You pin Lachlan, you sit down in the chair. Why did he slap you?
Because the first round went so easy that I think I said that I will go and hook in second round, and then he just got me back to the game plan and did a little slap. It was not really hard to do any damage or stuff or motivate me in any way, but just to annoy me a little bit, I think.
Why did you want to go into a hook with him straight away?
I don't know. I felt I can control his pronator pretty well, and his hand didn't feel very, very, very dominant as well. And I thought I could, prove a point a little bit faster and earlier than I did. But probably it's good that I didn't do that.
Yeah, well, you had a good hook war in round number 3, because round 2, once again, you took the hand, you took control, you do what Sandris does best, and it was an unbelievable effort. Shattered my dreams. I was so excited for Lockie, but he'll bounce back. He's a tough guy. So how did Lachlan feel in the hook?
Again, his arm strength is pretty good. Definitely his strongest part, like biceps, definitely a lot stronger than mine. in gym lifts. But again, you know, you have to put it on table. And in arm sling, you know, one of the most important muscles or movements is pronation and pronator. And I felt that I can really, you know, control his pronator. I can overturn his hand, you know, under, and yeah, just held him there in the center, you know, drain slowly, and the easy finish at the end.
It's as much as it pains me to say it. Yes, he did.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be
Just,
okay someday.
Cuddle me to sleep. I'll have to fly the flag for Australia. I'll get over there and get things dominant. So you have a very wise man in your corner. You've got the Jedi. You've got Giannis Hamilins. What does when you are so dominant, especially in the last two East versus West matches, what does someone like Giannis have to say in between rounds to you?
I don't even remember, you know, if he said anything. Really don't remember. But
yeah, I remember him coming over and he had a nice little cheeky smile, like, "Oh wow, that was easy, Sandris." I remember seeing that.
Yeah, because when you're up there, like obviously you hear stuff, but you don't really think about it. You know, like it's just in the moment, and a couple of minutes later, it's out of your head, and just move on. So he definitely said something, but you know I can't recall it, unfortunately.
No, I could imagine when the adrenaline going. Yeah, it'd be very hard.
Maybe to not fuck this up or something like that. Because I can't run it fast.
Yeah, don't stuff it up. White Wolf says Sandris is very high on the tricky bastard scale. There we go. He was very, very intelligent, And that top roll is one of the best in the world. And coming up in October, World Championships. Where are the World Championships held?
Surprisingly, it's Turkey again.
Yeah. somewhere different. You may as well move there.
Yeah. I will be in Turkey 4 times this year.
Oh, geez. Who's the toughest opponent that you think at Worlds? Who's someone that you're like, right, he's going to be my toughest opponent?
It's hard to tell. Obviously, I think Kazakhs are gonna be there. Bulgarians probably, Russians obviously not gonna be there. But I don't know about Georgians because they had a ban before for some stuff they didn't do. But I don't know if they're gonna be there this year. So, but it's very interesting. You know, you never know who's gonna show up, and obviously, you basically know all the guys that are in the mix, but you know, how to say, once or twice, you know, there are some new faces, and
yeah.
I heard Krasi is planning on pulling right arm in heavyweights. Maybe Krasi is going to be in the class. Maybe some other strong dudes. I don't know the new Croatian junior puller. Have you heard about him?
I don't think so.
Reno.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, he pulled 100-kilo class, almost beat Cressy actually. So check that out in Europeans. He almost beat Cressy. So maybe he's getting bigger now. Maybe he'll be in my class. So I don't know. Will be interesting. Hopefully it's a good class and we have some awesome matches.
What weight class will you be in?
110.
110. Yeah, okay. Thought it might have been 110. Speaking of big matches, you have now got a match with the Wild Horse. Matt Mask. Now, he doesn't seem too focused on you at the moment. He's very upset that that Irakli said that Matt Mask isn't good enough to pull him. What are your thoughts on all that love triangle that's going on?
Well, I don't know about Irakli, but I'm happy to pull anyone. It could be Irakli, it could be Matt, it could be Yevgeny or something. I don't care. I just prepare hard, train hard, and try to show my best on the table. And Matt, I don't know how I feel about him. I like Matt, but he likes to rile it up a little bit and talk a lot of trash, obviously. But I don't know how I will go about this. If he really challenges me, I might answer on something, but because it takes so much energy as well, talking all that stuff, and you you need to focus on the match, and are you armsling or are you talking, but that definitely helps to hype up the match. So probably we'll have to do some trash talking as well.
That's all right, mate. I can help you out. I'll teach you how to do some trash talking. I have a PhD in talking, so I can help you out there. I don't mind the trash talking if it's like directed towards arm wrestling. Where I get confused is when, and Matt Mask is probably one of the kings of it, is when people bang the table.
Yeah.
Like when they hit the table, I'm like, that shit hurts. And you have to arm wrestle. Like, why are you hitting the table?
Yeah, you could, easily damage your hand or something. But I have done it. I have done it a few times as well. When you're, as I said, when you're in the moment, adrenaline is high, all that, rushing feelings and excitement. You just sometimes can't control it, and it just bursts out. But Matt has done some crazy stuff before, and there's a reason he's called a wild horse. So we'll
That's
see how it
right.
goes.
And you'll get on his back and tame him.
We'll try to keep him down.
You could, if he beats Krasmir in a couple of weeks, you could be the first person to beat him with his new hair.
Yeah.
With his new transplant, with his lovely new hair. Paul Barrett says, "Ready bang, Sandris looking strong on his channel." So if you can, guys, get over. I'm sure if you subscribe to me, I am sure you subscribe to Sandris. But if not, get over there. And in fact, let me pin Sandris's link. I'm going to pin that to the top of the section so everyone can go over and subscribe to Sandris. Because as you can see, he's just a cool dude. Don't have an up-and-coming puller from your country because Sandris will just shit all over them and he'll crush your country with his bare hands, which is awesome. What's everyone saying? What else?
Come to Waffle, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, it's going to be there. Benji Max says, does Sandris know anything about his clearly Viking heritage? His family's been in Latvia for generations. Has his family been in Latvia for generations?
Yeah. I don't know how long, but definitely. And Baltic people were Vikings, like legit Vikings, back in the day. I think so. So yeah, some Viking blood in my veins, definitely.
I've got criminal blood. I got criminal blood in my veins, and you have Viking. It certainly sounds a lot better when you say you got Viking blood. If I go up to people and go, "Yeah, I got criminal blood," everyone will think I'm going to steal from them. White Wolf comes in and he says, "Thank you very much, White Wolf, for the super chat." He says, "Matt is actually even more laid back than Sandris in person. Really looking forward to your match with him. Love the smack talk. Ready, Fang. Yeah, I've spoken to Matt quite a few times, and he's real laid back. But once he gets near an arm wrestling table, an absolute firecracker. But it's going to be awesome. What else is happening quickly in the chat? Thank you very much, Andy Beckett. He says, Jake, congrats on the 8,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Andy, and everyone else. We're going to get Sandris to 8,000. Just quickly here, before we get into a game, what's your max bench press from RHCP?
I think 155, but last week training with Ray, I did 160. Very dirty, but I did it. But yeah, closer to 150 is comfortable. But I don't know. I don't bench that much. So let's say 150.
Just I don't bench that much, but just a lazy 150 kilos. That's not much. Just 40 kilos heavier than what I am. That is ridiculous.
No, Lachlan would laugh at that weight. So.
Well, it just shows that sometimes the bench press doesn't roll on to the table, and hopefully you guys will meet in the future. Sandris, when anyone comes on the show, especially when it's their first time, they've got to play a game. It's arm wrestling's favorite game. It's called Pin One, Lose One, Get Rid of One. I'm going to give you the name of 3 pullers, and you got to tell me which one you're going to pin, which one you're going to lose to, and which one you're going to ban from arm wrestling for 12 months. Got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. And we're going to talk about a very, I don't think he gets the recognition that he deserves, and that's Raymond Antonovic. He's a superstar from Latvia. So Raymond's. Then we've got the Jedi, Giannis Amelins. And then our third one is our little pocket rocket, Coach Ray.
Oh, this is easy. This is easy. So let's start with we'll lose to Giannis because he's a legend, and you don't want to upset the legend. See him losing. So I'll lose to Giannis. Win against Antonovic and get rid of Ray. He's annoying.
You're getting rid of Ray.
Yeah.
He can't go on the fix. He can't be at Arm Wars. He can't. Wow, you've banned him from YouTube.
He just gets on my nerve too much. Sometimes I can't stand him. Sometimes. No, I love him. But if I have to get rid of someone, it will be him.
Is he just wow? Boone Benny says that's betrayal. Betrayal from Latvia's number one. He just said Coach Ray gets on his nerve.
Someone had to be banned, so those are the rules.
That's right. That is right. Is he like a little chihuahua?
Yeah, sometimes, just bites your leg.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, after the Matt Mask match, if you got to have your choice of your next opponent, if you got to choose, who do you want to pull?
Oh, few people. Todd Hutchings.
Really?
Yeah, would love that.
How would you go against? How do you think you would go against Todd? Why Todd Hutchings, and how do you think you'll go against him?
No, because Lachlan pulled him, and just interesting to see, where we stand. But I think I would smash him.
I love it. I love when an arm wrestler is full of confidence. You would just smash through that side pressure easy.
I think so. Could could go something like a Lachlan match. I think.
Wow, that's unreal. I love it. Who else? Who else do you want to pull?
Obviously, would love to pull John. Have a chance. Irakli, maybe, put him in his place. Uh,
Is he getting a bit cocky? Is he just getting a bit full
I,
of
th-
himself?
I think he's kind of cocky, yes, a little
This
bit,
is
little bit.
awesome. That
But
is so good.
just, 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 just any good puller I would pull, doesn't really matter who, but no, I just love to pull, and I would pull anyone. If Endgame
Yeah.
says, that is the guy to pull, I'm pulling him.
Yeah, absolutely. Is the ultimate goal to be the best in the 110 kilos, or the best in the super heavyweights? What is Sandris's ultimate goal in the sport of arm wrestling?
Of course, you want to be the best, not everybody can get there, because then it wouldn't be interesting, and somebody has to lose, unfortunately. But since I started arm sling, I always wanted to win, want to be the best in novice, amateur, then in pro classes. In Latvia, did all that, then wanted to, see where I stand on the international stage. Uh, kind of doing that as well. And of course, I want to be the best that I can be, and hopefully that means that I'm the best in my class. Yeah,
Massive,
not
massive. The
not
man.
not not planning on going super heavyweights at the moment, but 110 kilo class, I really would love to be in that top three, or even hopefully that the top guy.
Yeah, that'd be unreal. I could settle with that if you were the best mate. I'd be pretty happy with that. I like you, so that's
Me too,
okay.
me too, me too.
Right, everyone in the chat, get your questions loaded up. I'm going to ask Sandris some quick fire questions. We're going to go for another 5 to 10 minutes because it's almost midnight where Sandris is, and as you can see, he needs his sleep for his preparation to dominate, global domination for my man here. So I'm going to ask you some questions, Sandris. No thinking, just answer them, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you prefer super matches or tournaments?
Tournaments.
Tournaments. Are you a fan of the King's move?
No, get that shit out of here.
Yes. Do you prefer Arm Wars or East versus West?
Ah, I'm gonna say Arm Wars.
Okay. When did you decide to shave the head? Because I saw some really guys. If you're not following Sandris either on Facebook or on Instagram, there are some hilarious photos of Sandris with hair,
Which
and
one?
you have
Which
to double check. I was having a look, and I was like, wait, that is Sandris. When did you decide get rid of it all?
Probably like 3 years ago, right before COVID hit, or right after the COVID hit, because my hair was, getting pretty thin, So if I wouldn't shave my head, I would look like Matt Mask, and that would be horrible.
Yeah, yeah. Mine's getting a bit.
Just
Getting.
just do a manly thing, be confident and just shave your head.
Yeah, I've been bald before. I've done it before. If you go to some of my earlier podcasts with like Toddzilla, things like that, I was bald. I've done it.
Oh, I need to see that. I haven't seen.
Yeah. Scroll back through some old videos, especially when usually I'm wearing a hat, but if you go to my interviews with Todd Hutchings, like during lockdowns and things like that, baldy.
We'll definitely do that. But I like it though. I like it, especially in summer. Don't need to worry about washing. haircuts, anything, just shave it, and it's perfect.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I loved it. What is the one thing you would change about arm wrestling?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, can't think of anything.
Nah, that's all
I, I
right.
I just love it too much. I love everything.
Yeah. Does Coach Ray fit in your pocket?
Almost. He's a little bit snug there, but he almost fits there.
Yeah. And why do you tuck your pants into your socks when you arm wrestle?
Come on. That's just I don't know. I think the youth are doing it these days. No, so I wanted to look cool.
Oh, okay. Your definition of cool might be a bit different to mine. That's all righty. Let's get to some of these questions in the chat before we wrap up the show with Latvian's number one arm wrestler. And on the weekend, he's about to win another Latvian championship. And of course, we wish him all the best. Benji Mac says, what is Sandris's favorite Latvian food and drink?
Latvian food. Um, I don't know. We don't have that many foods that are like that's Latvian food. We have implemented some Russian, some German, maybe something like that. But I like a good meat, uh, potatoes, probably how you say fried no fried,
Right. Yeah.
but like not fries, but like quarters, like
Wedges.
wedges. Yes, potato
Wedges.
wedges.
Your English is outstanding. Your English is unreal. It's so good. How long did it take you to learn English?
uh I don't know, hard to say. Just since third grade, I think we learned it in school. So
Ah,
you kind of just learned at school, and then if you pick it up, then just watch tons of English stuff in uh, movies, YouTube, and just pick it up.
yeah, beautiful. Alpha Kanga wants to know, what does Sandris think about Alexander Jatalo? He generates so much power and he looks so skinny.
Guitar, yeah, he's very strong, but I think I can beat him this year if he's in my class. I think we will be in a final if there's no one else, no Georgians, no other. So I think we will be the top two guys there.
Yeah, beautiful.
We'll see.
Beautiful. What Wolf wants to know, does Sandris want to pull Morozov on the left soon?
If he drops 110, then yes.
Yeah, he's looking to get bigger
Or
and
I will
bigger and
need
bigger.
to gain 20 kilos, which is not happening.
I know he's a massive, massive man. Everyone's just talking to each other.
Like he's number one in the
100.
world in the left arm. Come on.
Yeah, well, he's only holding that spot for you. He's only holding that spot. Guys, we will wrap up the show there. If you can, head over to Panzer, the tank, Sandris Sedis. Head over and get over and subscribe to his YouTube. Look after him. Make sure we get his numbers skyrocketing to the moon because the man is awesome. and he's getting into there. Right, well, a couple more questions have come in. What does Sandris think about Irakli versus Lachlan?
It's definitely gonna be tough day for Lachlan. He has to really improve on some stuff, hand pronation, and Irakli is gonna be definitely taking the hand control. And Ken Lachlan, press to the side. He has to really fix some technical issues he has. Commit more shoulder to the side, not just pull back, because that was kind of weird. Because he wants to pull in a hook, but he's pulling back like a top roller, so that was kind of weird. So he has to fix that, and I think he has the strength to do that, but he just doesn't have the experience yet, and is not that technical. But I hope it's a good match, and hopefully he gives him some trouble.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good match. Can't wait for that at King of the Table. Marius quickly says that you have some really good, Sandris has some really good training videos on his channel. We absolutely he does. If you want to know, more about Sandris, I've pinned his YouTube link. So get over there and pin that subscribe button. Let's support this absolute dead set legend. Good luck on the weekend, Sandris. Can't wait to see some footage of you crushing everyone in your own country instead of crushing everyone from my country. Make sure you go support him. And let's finish off the show, Panzer. Give us your best impersonation of Ready Bang.
Ready Bang!
Yes! That is awesome. This is Latvia's #1 arm wrestler. I have been the Aussie arm wrestler, and you dead set legends. We will see you soon.